Hi, eight pinners. Welcome to your April scopes. Wow, this month is a breath of fresh air. There will be some form of relief, answers that are going to come to you in interesting, playful ways that seamlessly weave together the old and the new. All right. So, what does this coupling mean for you? Before I get into your do's and your don'ts list, and then I'm going to kind of just talk to you about the potentials that are sitting here inside of this month, as well as what you need to focus on and the things that you need to not focus on. Don't put your energies over here. All right, so the coupling numbers are 8, 8. Those are your dominant numbers. And the subdominant numbers are a 3 and a 4. And the way that we get those subdominant for the month is we take your pin and we add it to the month number. Now, April is a 4, right? 8 plus 4 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3. We're always working towards breaking down any double digits to a single. That's how numerology, for all intents and purposes, works in the basic overview. Okay, so April for you is a 3 month, and the terrain that your 3 energy is running through is a 4. 4 is all about stability, order, structures, systems. How are things working? All the pins are working with this 4 energy. Have a look around. You have 30 days to look around, take a peek and see the parts of your life, just the stuff in your life, which could be inside of home or work, any place in your life that is connected to flow, fluidity, the things that we actually need to function. If our car isn't working and we need that car to get around, we are going to go out of our way to make sure that it is in good order for us. So we don't even have to think about it, right? There are parts in our lives with this 4 energy that's also saying, well, what about the garage? What about your office? What about your taxes? What about the backyard? What about? What about? What about? And this also sometimes, interestingly enough, includes relationships. It depends on what your pin is, what the energy, the number you personally are working with inside of a 4 month terrain, right? For example, I would say, well, if you had a 2 functioning in a 4 month terrain and a 6 and or a 6, I'd say it's probably connected to relationships too. The 3 energy for you is about play. It's creativity. The higher spiritual law of the number 3 is creativity through expression. How that works and how that functions is stepping away from life. Get away from, I call this your get away from the tree month. And now I'm going to kind of go into what I see for you this month. The 3 energy allows you now, after the kind of rough, tough months that you've had in January and Feb, where there's been some resistance, right? There's been problems or hurdles or disagreements, and because what you're trying to do is build something that you are going to bring into the marketplace, because it's connected to success, wealth, power, abundance, recognition, almost all the time. The 8 personal year is sitting inside of that. For all you moms and dads out there, stay at home, you're taking care of your babies, this will express somehow as well in your own desires, personal aims, and goals for your life. All right. So This is a stepping away from the tree month and getting a fresh perspective through play. You've been grinding. You've been trying to figure out problems. And now guess what's happening? The support system of the three says, let's go to something artistic. And that comes through friends calling you up and saying, hey, do you want to go see this concert? Or you see an exhibition for an artist that you're in love with, or you are invited to go throw pots at a pottery place, or somebody is offering and inviting you to do something creative, or you're inspired to go do something creative. You know, when we have the opportunity to just sit back, step away from work, and we actually might even be doing something with our hands, go take a cooking class, you know, but there's something, multiple things that will be offered to you. And you'll be pulled to go and explore and try out. Yeah. Another way that this shows up is through parties and playful experiences with people. So the three frequency really helps us get out of our own way for a minute. So one thing can happen for you specifically, because this is a pivot month for you. Answers, solutions are going to come through that pipeline. And all of a sudden, there it is. And you'd say, oh, I got it. There it is. It's because you've stepped away from the tree. And, you know, three energy is very much connected to the pipeline for all things inspiration and, you know, kind of channeling in many ways, just getting an answer, something out of nothing, you know, and it doesn't really make any sense in the environment that you're in for that to happen. That's what is the beauty of this combination of numbers. 8, and I know you guys, you have lived your entire life mirroring the global year. Next year, you're going into a 9. It's going to be a 9 global year. And the next year, 1 and 1. So there's massive potential for you. I would say most of you have garnered great fortune and then lost great fortune and then got back up and then did it again and then lost it again, or some type of fracture. But there's a ability that you have that is amplified by the double coupling here of the major arcana energies that surge for 12 months in perpetuity over and over and over again in your life. Yeah, at some point I just need to hold a class just for you guys, because you know, it's not a crown to wear, it's a job, and it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It feels like added extra pressure. And how do you manage that? The higher spiritual principles or laws that they're universal laws, spiritual laws that the 8 frequency holds is our relationship to assets, to money, and specifically to power. How are we utilizing that power? What are we doing with it? Ultimately, the matured emancipation of the utilization of power and stuff and things is sharing it with others for the greater common good. Everybody is being taken care of in a way. You know, it's and that thought in a very material world where the glass is usually seen as half empty and we have to hoard and keep what we got, that stuff. you know, it's a really high principle to partner with, because there are bills, there are children, there are this and that and the other thing. There's this thing called food on our table, right? It's inside of us, in our thoughts and in our feeling center, and how are we in relationship with the concept of power and abundance. You know, the recognition part is just a byproduct. You know, you are going to be recognized for what though? You know, so we all want to come into alignment with our own integrity in action, word, and deed. And these cycles, by the way, I'll just give you a little quick teaching gift. Each one of these cardinal numbers, 1 through 9, actually represent the spiritual journey of a human being and the human experience of a spiritual being. And they just move like the fool's journey in traditional tarot, um, in order for us to learn, in order for us to be, excuse me, more present, awake, and aware in our lives here, um, knowing that we're all connected and there is no separation between you or me and all that beautiful, yummy stuff. All right. So there's your little added treat there. So I want you to say yes um, to invitations, and let yourself play and fall into it with optimism and curious, you know, a curiosity around everything. Let yourself play. 30 days of play for an 8 pinner is insane. And, you know, just wait till I talk to you about what's coming up next month and just running all the way to the end of the year. So I really want you to listen to what I'm saying and take a minute, take a beat, take a step back. Okay, so the old and the new for you at this point, it's like you're managing both of something together, right? And it's exhausting. You are doing two major life functionality things at the same time. And you've been looking for a way to weave them together. Use the three, go out and play, you'll get your answer. Okay. The other thing I want you to focus on is this four energy, which also is pointing at, you know, I was saying, you know, reorg anything that needs to be reorged, get it working in better order. There's a reason why in the United States, tax day is in April. It's a 4 energy. That energy supports all things assets. And so make sure with what's coming at you with contracts, agreements, really look at them to see two things, fine print and long-term results, right? What is going to support your vision and your business and anything for the future. So that one point also has another leg to it. I keep on pointing at this piece of paper because I write them out every this. I will let you know where you can see the hard copy. All right. I've been doing this for 15 years. Well, publicly, 30 for, you know, privately and studying. The other part of this month sits around a lot of people coming to you with their ideas, business ideas, or they have an offer. Hey, come join our team. Come, we'd like you to participate in this. By the way, that's this 8-8 coupling, right? So this is the major arcana energy that is also partnering with the 4 and the 3, I'm going to say with this, because it's creative process, it's creative ideas. And it's not just one. There's more than one, like multiple. I want you to lock this into your head. Don't overestimate your abilities, but don't underestimate them either. Think carefully about whether this idea, this offer, actually fits into your long-term plans? Does it fit? And do you fit in it? You know, because the building of a stability point for all of our needs is a long-term venture. We are constantly working on these things. And so that's a really important directive here too. Just assess. And you have every right to say, I'm flattered. I'm really flattered. Note that that's coming from the outside into you. It's not coming from the inside out to others. You will have people coming and asking you, hey, we're offering you this. It just looks like anything that is a longer term venture. And does it fit into your plans? You also have to just think about the two weaving, these two worlds weaving together. This is about your future. Where's your time going to be spent? What do you want to focus on? What are you doing? How much time do we have in a day? Think about now, next year, 5 years, 10 years from now. All right. This is such a pivotal month for you. All right. You know what I do? It's like when I go to the grocery store, I write lists and then I never look at them. Yeah, because I know this stuff's so like inside and out. There's a possibility that you might be going on a trip this month, and I would say definitely consider it. Don't be extravagant with your money, but don't also be miserly. There is a need for you to kind of let your hair down and go play for a little bit. Um, Anything creative. If you can even spice up your office, spice up your house, spend a little money on yourself, spend a little money on your environment. That is honoring also the 8 energy because it's abundance for all, and that includes us, right? You've worked very, very hard. What's something you've worked hard to be where you're at in your life now? And if things are not quite perfect, this is a month, and are they ever? But this is a month where you're really going to see a through line and get excited about it. And then also have to make some decisions about what you want to be doing. Sometimes there's an overabundance of, of offers. And then other times it's absolutely not supposed to be in our lives. There's compartmentalization that has to happen with the ebb and flow of life, right? Okay, and the only to don't I'm going to tell you, and it's just really super simple, is let let this flow happen in your days. Let it flow. Don't try to force anything. Just don't push anything, don't force anything. This isn't your time to go sell your wares to other people. This is your time to be receptive, the other way around. All right. So let these answers flow through this month. Next month, guys, here's a sneak peek. You're going into a 4-month. Your pin is going into a 4-month. So everything I just said about that 4 frequency, that means that something will have been decided and you are going to actually start to build the foundation, whatever that means, to support it. And the terrain you're running through is a 5, which is all about speed. Speed, fast, move, as well as the other things, but I can't get into that. It basically is freedom built on discipline. Perfect recipe for something really getting a stable foundation and moving fast into the marketplace. All right. Big love to all you guys. Good luck with this. And if you are enjoying these monthly recordings, hit that subscribe button. I would really appreciate it. And you can find me over at 12listen.com, the number 12, the word listen.com. This is where all the written scopes are, numerology scopes. They're on my homepage. Just look for my name, and they are all right there for you, as well as anything else you might need to learn or need regarding these personal year cycles. All right, kids, until May, I will talk to you soon. Big loves.